Welcome back to Unlock, Empower, Transform. I'm Che Blackmon, and this is episode 20. Can you believe we've hit 20 episodes together? And perfect timing, too, because as kids are heading back to school, I want to talk about what happens when we bring classroom wisdom into the boardroom. Now, I spent years watching organizations throw money at leadership development programs that looked impressive on paper, but produced, well, let's just say the ROI was about as exciting as watching paint dry. Meanwhile, I'd walk past a local school and watch teachers transform 30 energetic 8-year-olds into focused learners in under 5 minutes. That's when it hit me. We've been looking for leadership talent in all the wrong places. Today, we're diving deep into Chapter 13 of High Value Leadership, specifically how to build a leadership pipeline that actually works. And spoiler alert, the secret sauce might just be hiding in your local elementary school. Let me paint you a picture. Last year, I was talking with a tech company struggling to identify their next generation of leaders. They had all the fancy assessment tools, competency models that would make your head spin, and a budget that could fund a small country. Yet they kept promoting people who crashed and burned faster than you can say quarterly earnings. Then we hired Sarah, former fifth grade teacher. No MBA, no corporate pedigree. Within 6 months, she was running circles around their high potential talent pool. Why? Because teachers are already masters at what we desperately need in business leadership. Think about it. Teachers manage diverse stakeholders, and I'm not just talking about the kids, parents, administrators, support staff, community members. Sound familiar? They create engaging environments where people actually want to learn and grow. They measure progress in real time and adjust their strategies on the fly. They build inclusive cultures where everyone can succeed. If that's not executive leadership material, I don't know what is. In Chapter 13, I talk about looking beyond traditional markers of potential. You know what teachers look for when identifying gifted students? It's not just the ones with perfect grades. They look for curiosity, resilience, creative problem solving, and here's the kicker, the ability to help others succeed. Let's flip the script on talent identification. Instead of asking, who has the most impressive resume, try asking, who naturally explains complex ideas in simple terms? Who creates psychological safety in team meetings? Who celebrates others' wins as enthusiastically as their own? Who turns conflict into learning opportunities? These are teacher moves, and they're exactly what we need in our leadership pipelines. Here's where it gets really interesting. Most corporate leadership programs are like those awful professional development days teachers complain about. Someone talking at you for 8 hours about theory while you're secretly checking email under the table. But what if we designed leadership development like master teachers design learning experiences? In my book, I outline this approach, and it's revolutionized how my clients build their programs. First, differentiated instruction. Teachers know one size doesn't fit all. Your leadership development shouldn't either. Some people need stretch assignments, others need mentoring, some learn by doing, others by observing. Stop forcing everyone through the same cookie cutter program. Second, immediate application. Teachers don't teach multiplication tables in isolation. They show kids how to use them to figure out how many cookies they need for the class party. Your leadership development needs the same real-world application. Theory on Monday, practice on Tuesday, reflection on Wednesday. Third, peer learning. Watch any great classroom, and you'll see kids teaching each other. That's where the magic happens. Same goes for leadership development. Your best learning often comes from the person sitting next to you, not the expert at the front of the room. All right, let's get practical. Here's your 5-minute leadership pipeline audit. I call it the teacher test. Grab a piece of paper. Think about your current high potential list or the people you're considering for leadership roles. For each person, answer these questions. 1. Could they explain our company strategy to a group of 10-year-olds? If they can't simplify it, they don't really understand it. 2. When was the last time they helped someone else succeed without taking credit? Teachers do this daily. 3. How do they handle disruption? Do they shut it down or turn it into a learning moment? 4. Can they read the room and adjust their approach in real time? If you're scoring mostly no's, you might be overlooking your best leadership talent. Start looking for these teacher like qualities and watch your pipeline transform. You know what's funny? When I share this concept with executives, their first reaction is usually skepticism. But teachers don't understand business metrics. They're not strategic enough. They're too soft. Really? Have you ever tried to get state funding for classroom supplies? That's strategic thinking. Have you ever managed 30 different learning styles while hitting standardized test goals? That's metrics management. Have you ever dealt with a helicopter parent while maintaining professional composure? That's stakeholder management at its finest. I'm not saying everyone should go hire teachers, though honestly, it wouldn't hurt. I'm saying we need to expand our definition of leadership potential. Some of the best leaders I've developed came from unexpected backgrounds. The social worker who became a stellar chief people officer, the nurse who transformed into an operations executive, the teacher who became a CEO. They succeeded because they brought skills the traditional pipeline missed. They knew how to develop people, create inclusive environments, and manage complex systems with limited resources. Sounds like exactly what modern organizations need, doesn't it? Speaking of managing complex challenges, building a leadership pipeline isn't just about identifying talent. It's about developing resilience in your future leaders. That's exactly what I address in the Shield Resilience Strategy Guide. In the guide, I talk about creating robust support systems, your external support network. When you're building your leadership pipeline, you're essentially creating that support system for your entire organization. Every leader you develop becomes part of someone else's shield. The daily practices section, that's your blueprint for helping emerging leaders build sustainable habits. Because let's be honest, leadership development isn't a one and done workshop. It's daily, intentional practice, just like teaching. So here's my challenge to you. This week, look at your talent pipeline through educator eyes. Who are the natural teachers in your organization? Who develops others without being asked? Who creates environments where people thrive? Those might just be your next transformational leaders. And if you want to dive deeper into building resilience while you're building leaders, grab your free copy of the Shield Resilience Strategy Guide. Drop a comment below about what surprised you most in today's episode. Did it change how you think about leadership potential? Next Thursday, we're tackling another game changer, the communication code, building trust through transparent leadership. Because once you've identified your future leaders, you need to know how to communicate in ways that actually build trust, not just check boxes. Until then, remember, unlock potential wherever you find it, empower people to grow beyond traditional boundaries, and transform your organization by transforming how you think about leadership. I'm Che Blackmon. Keep leading with purpose.